Hello, everyone. This is Gretchen, and I wanted to share something with the group regarding how I noticed that the switch indicator is very effective. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how the switch indicator, along with the trend bias long, the trend bias medium, and the trend bias short, work together to give us a really good system of when to go long or when to go short. So, as you can see here, I'm on GJ. This is the daily, and I'm here so that I can get a good idea of which way the trend is going. So as you can see, starting back here in August of 2017, the trend was going in an upward fashion with some retracements, but continuing to go up. And then it started to go toward the downside by January of this year. We're getting lower lows. And just recently, toward the end of August, we started to see a little more retracement here, but not sure if we're going to continue in a downtrend or if this could be a reversal. So this is an area to watch. With that in mind, we go down to the 4-hour and see on the 4-hour toward the end of August, we start getting indications to go long here, as well as the trend bias long is, indicating that we have a bullish trend, and that's on the higher time frame as well. So we see a lot more green going on here. So we're going to look just for signals to go long in this video. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way down to the 1-hour chart, and this is the month of September. So we're going to just pick out several trades to look and see how they ended up using the switch indicator. Okay, first of all, this is September. So every time we see a blue arrow, we're going to look and see if we have at least a total of 3 confirmations to go long, and then we're going to see what happened when we actually did. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and jump to September 4th, which is right here at, what is this, 0 hours. Okay, so we have the switch telling us to go long, but then the trend bias medium is saying go long, trend bias short, no, trend bias long, no. So we're not going to take that trade. Okay. Moving forward to September 10th. Let's go to September 10th at 1000 hours. And that's going to be right here. Sorry. Okay. So here we have the switch telling us to go long. We have confirmation from the trend bias short and the trend bias medium, and even confirmation from the tetragram, which is not one of the required elements here, but that gives us more strength for our trade. So let's see how far we're going to go. We're going to take this trade for 36 pips. Okay, so as we go in here, we can see we would start on this candle. It actually goes up 128 pips. So that definitely would have been a good indication, which, by the way, let me just throw a disclaimer in there. Past results do not guarantee future profits. So even though I'm showing you some really great trade setups, there's no guarantee that the market will repeat this activity or that you will be highly profitable. Every individual's results are different. Okay, let's move on to September 11th at 300 hours. Here we see this September 11th. Sorry, this is September 11th at 1800 hours. Okay, so here's a switch letting us know we should go long. Confirmation from the short and the long, but not the medium. So we've got 3 of the 4 indicators telling us yes. So if we're still kind of wondering, should we go or not, you can see that the tetragram is also giving us a signal. So Max would have said it's okay to go long. So we're going to go ahead and take this for at least 59 pips. So let's see what happened there. In taking this one, we would have been in the trade for quite a while here. We're up at 36 pips. There's some retracement. Do eventually get up to 59, but you were in it for almost 2 days. But it did not knock you out. The furthest it went down is about 46 pips, so it got kind of close. So you could look at that one maybe as a loss, or you could look at that one as, depending on how long you wanted to stay in it, maybe after so many hours you decided to get out. Okay, let's go ahead and look at September 12th at 1000 hours. It's right here. This one is saying go long, of course, because we're only looking to go long. We're ignoring all the signals to go short. We decide here the trend bias short and medium are saying yes. So it's a trend bias long, even the higher time frame, and max. So this looks like a pretty strong signal. We're looking to see how many pips we can go for. 34. Jumping in on this candle, it starts moving in our favor right away. 14 pips, but something happens and it turns around to the tune of 51 pips, stops us out. So even though you can get a really strong signal, the market's going to do what it's going to do. You're not going to win every trade. You just want to have the signals going in your favor, and that's all you can do. Okay, so let's go to the next setup. We're going to look at September 17th, 1100 hours. Okay, so I'm skipping some of these just to give you some differences. I don't want to clump all of the results together. So September 17th at 1100 hours. Again, we've got Confluence with all of our signals, even the tetragram. Okay, change from red to green. And as you can see with this particular signal, we're only going about 27 pips, but this one did well. It went 75 pips. So, excellent setup, excellent results. Okay. So far, we had 2 losses, and we have several wins on our side. So let's keep going. Okay, the next setup we're going to look at is September 18th at 400 hours. And that's going to be right here. So again, we have the tetragram in our favor. That's an added bonus. We've got the trend bias long, higher time frame, and the current time frame. Now the trend bias medium is not in our favor, but that's okay because we have enough other things in our favor that say this trade is good. So we're going to go for 34 pips here. Do we get it? Yes, we do. Okay, let's go for September 18th at 1300 hours. That will be this next signal right here. This one goes for yes and yes. Strong confluence here. So this one looks like a good signal. We go back 3 candles. We can see 34 pips. We definitely get that one. So this was a great trade to take on September 18th. September 18th at 22 hours. We have, a similar setup. Everything's going in our favor. Even the tetragram gave us a new signal to go long. Okay, it goes 37 pips, so more than twice of what we would have expected. September 20th. And we see these signals that say go short. We might be thinking, oh, is there a reversal going on? But we don't see enough bearish activity to confirm that. And we certainly get a signal here to go long. Trend bias short said yes. Trend bias medium said no. Trend bias long said yes. Higher time frame. And the tetragram means max is going to send us a signal. So this is a strong signal. We're going to go for at least 20 pips. We go in on this candle here. We got more than 20 pips. There's some retracement here as well. This could have knocked us out, but we definitely went for the full length and even more of that. Okay, let's go here. On September 20th at 900 hours, again, similar setup to right here. And this should have been confirmation that this signal was good if you were still in the trade, which you would have been. And then you have all these confirmations here along with the tetragram. You would go just looking for 15 or so pips. You can go well over that. And the last trade I want to look at is September 27th, which is, oh, we can just see a signal here, but as you can see, we don't have enough Confluence to say yes. Trend bias short is saying, trend bias short, actually trend bias short is saying yes. Trend bias medium says no, but the trend bias long does say yes, and so does a tetragram. Does this work out for us to the tune of 27 pips? Let's see. Went down 37 here. Probably would have been stopped out, but it does go out there, but you probably would have been stopped out here on this trade. So again, looking at the results here, overall you can see that the switch indicator is a pretty strong indication of a good solid trade paired with a trend bias medium, trend bias short, which also gives you this cloud here for strength, letting you know that that trend is pretty strong. And you can see here when you have a pretty strong trend coming off of this one. Not sure I would have taken this one even though you did have Confluence in your favor. You did not have the higher time frame going in your favor. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that helps out. Again, just to recap, we look for the overall trend on the higher time frame first. Then we go down to the next time frame to see what most recently is happening with that pair. And then lastly, we go to the time frame where we're going to trade, and we look for the switch indicator to send us signals to either take a trade, or Max may even join in with the switch indicating that we should take a trade, and that gives us stronger confluence for what we're doing. So thanks a lot. Again, this was the switch indicator on the Trade Onyx system software. Thanks, guys. Happy trading. Just want to say as a quick reminder, always check the news to make sure that you know what's happening with your pair, because that could interfere with whatever trend is going on, or it could stop you out before it hits your take profit. So want to make sure you keep that in mind. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.